Hey folks, what in the bonus footage is going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Basically, I bought a few more wagons to this rake and I thought it'd be wrong not to show you because it's nice and decent. I mean, I had a bit of length before, but now I've got extra long length. It's looking decent. Old Red Buffs is bringing it through now. Take a look, see what you think. So basically, I've got these little odd blue ones, look, 3 of them. And I've added a few more orange ones, so... I'm not going to tell you how many I've got because that ruins it for wagon counters, but look at length of that. It's like an anaconda. Basically, there were a shop on eBay and they had a 20% off voucher. You know, sometimes it says get it cheaper with a voucher code, and I thought I ain't going to work, but it did. So I bought the entire shop's worth of stock, which were 2 packs. Wish they had more, but it's a good job they didn't, to be fair, because even with 20% off, when you've just bought 18 of them anyway in a bit of a deal and a few other bits and bobs, you've spent kind of enough this week. And I know what you're thinking, well, hang on a minute, last time you did a video you said next video we're going to be weathering that rake of EWS wagons. Well, don't worry, because that's this video. I thought I'd do it. I did it the other day while weather were it were a bit overcast and it weren't too warm, so I went up, pulled them all out, took them in garage, did a little bit of weathering on them. I'm going to show you now. But that looks alright, doesn't it, so far? 25 of nice little wagons. Need to get loads sorted. Right then, these EWS wagons here, I really quite like them, but they look a little bit shiny and a little bit plasticky. They're quite old Backman ones. I basically got one in a bit of a deal from one of the lads at work once when I first started out, and then I kept adding to them when I saw them on eBay till I had about 14. Then I got carried away a bit more and started buying little alternative ones. And I've ended up with quite a little train of them. So I got on the old Google and started looking at some images. And I looked at that. So I know that's not the same, but it's similar, isn't it? And then I saw that one that's really battered, isn't it? And then this one here, look, which is kind of a bit battered too. And I thought, well, I'll do something like that. And I've also got a couple of these metally ones. And I like that really rusty one. And that faded one to right. So anyway, look, I've done this. I couldn't do it step by step because I just can't do it because basically the camera gets it way and it cocks it up because it's quite intricate little painting. So I've painted a few of these up like this, look. Different colours, bright reds, whatnot, greys and all that kind of business. That end of that, look, I've painted that grey to look like that one that we've just seen. And now we're going to do top half of it yellow. And this one, I caked it with a load of rusty stuff. Look, I can't even tell you what I did here. I did all kinds of levels, and I really like that one. I've done each side different, so one side's heavy weathered, other side's not so weathered. This we're halfway through, and then I've got airbrush on them, look, so I've done that side nice and light, and then that's just a basic light one. They're all a little bit different, so I'll just spin around on this little turntable. You can't see my fingers working. I mean, look at that grotty one. It looks pure white, that, but I think that's just because sun were really pushing down on it. But I've just thought I'd do a few a little bit heavier than other. And as you can see with this one, it's Percy approved it. Look, you see how he came up then, he approved it. But once you spray over them little painted areas, it kind of blends them in quite well. And I think that looks all right, me. I don't think it looks bad. I wish I could do it where I could film the process, but it's just too difficult because I've only got certain bits and bobs to hold my phone. And look, that one's alright, isn't it? It just looks like they've replaced a few panels and not given monkeys what colour they are, so that's what I've done. So yeah, if I could do it where the camera weren't it way, but I don't seem to be able to, my brain won't function anyway. So that's that one where they were really bright red, but as you can see, they've dulled down nicely with a bit of weathering on them. And then that side's hardly got any. I've just basically done pretty much underframe with a little bit of tiny going up side of it. And then this next one, I used more weathering powders on the side of this one that's coming up now. This, here we go, look. I put some weathering powders on it and I thought, well, that looks a bit different. I've just made that one up as I'm going along. It's no I've seen. I just make it up because if it's wrong, innit? And then this side, it's got paint and it's got weathering powders and it's got airbrush. So I quite like that little effect. It's got a little bit of smokiness to it and a bit of this, that. That paint, what's yellow, it's still wet there, so it added a bit more weathering after that. But I quite like that. It looks, it just makes it a little bit different to the rest. And yeah, I quite liked it. but this one's my absolute favourite. That side I've done it just so it's a little bit light. So if I run trains one way, they look different to the other way. That's the idea of it. And then this side I've fully rusty grotted it up. And I don't really know what technique I did. I put some laser paint on. Then I went over it with weathering powder. But I mixed the weathering powder in with some Umbral matte clear coat varnish. So basically I've dabbed it on and it kind of sets it nice and solid. And as you can see, then I've gone over with some little bits and bobs, put some little chipping effects in and everything, and I think that looks absolutely decent. I like that. I really do like that. That panel, I painted that panel. It looks a bit yellow, but I can't remember doing it yellow, but I might have done. And that one's like a grey. It looks a bit of a bluey grey. Basically, I just used what paints I had, and I thought I'll just do it like that. Panel got replaced, and now it's all knackered up. And a bit of a close-up look, but them little chippings on edge on that yellow banding and that EWS writing, I think that looks really decent. To say I've never done that before, it's just make it up as I go along, don't I? It's like an amateur weathering masterclass, but without the master. And then I just decided to just do this one. I saw one similar to this on eBay, and I thought, oh, looks all right, that. So I just had a go, just blasted some brown and black on it, and I quite liked it. It's took all plastic look off it anyway. And it looks nice now, as you can see close up. It's only an Omie one. This is it's quite an old one from one at KFA Wagons. But yeah, I like it. It looks all right. I think what we'll do, we'll have a look at how it looks on train. Not this one, them doofuses that I've just done, and we'll use this to send him round old 97 and have a look at what it looks like as a train. And I'll give you a bit of update on what I've been doing. So basically, I've bought a couple of container wagons and all, Dapol ones. I've never had Dapol before, and they're alright, I quite like them. I'll show you them in another video. In other news, I've cancelled my Scale 31 pre-order, and I'll talk about that in another video. Just on a quick side note, that wagon there, look, that's another one of the metal ones, so it just shows how much weathering I've done on that other one. I've not done that one yet. I don't know how, I somehow forgot to do that one, the very one at back. I don't know if I'd been drinking the day before or something, if I were having mind flashbacks. Anyway, look, you can see that one. And yeah, I think they look alright. I need to do a few more loads in them and whatnot, a few tarpaulin loads and stuff, and there's another one, look. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I'd done them all, and I went upstairs and there were 3 still sat outside where I clearly placed them to bring them down loft ladder and then forgot. You'll have to let us know what you think to them. You might think I've fully ruined them. I don't know. They needed to change anyway. I was sick of seeing the same thing going round and round and round. And at least when I get bored of them that way, I can run them other way round and then they're different again. It is a little bit of a faster pass look for you to make your eyes go a little bit blurred. I'll tell you what, on a side note, I know I keep saying it's I'm going to have a bit of a summer break, and then I keep putting another video out and then another video out. But basically what's happening is I've got one more school day at my youngun's school, and then it's 6-week holidays, so then I'm going to be absolutely destroyed. So yeah, this I'll still try and get some out. I mean, I've got these other new wagons, and I really want to get a video done of them now, so we'll have to see. And I think I'll use 66 for that, because it'll fit nicely with that. Oh yeah, I might have bought another 37 as well. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, to be fair, when I think about it, I've spent an obscene amount of money this last 7 days for what really I should be spending, but it's all good, isn't it? You can't take it with you. So if I got run over by a bus tomorrow, my missus will be loaded anyway with insurance policies, so don't matter that I've spent a little bit more. It's only cost about 20 quid, doesn't it? 37's about £20 each, so it's not as if it's only a takeaway, isn't it, if you use it WPG. Anyway, that's all it is, folks. It was just a quick one, a little bit of a newsy one, just to keep in touch. So I hope you liked it, and I'll see you soon, folks. I'll try and get another one out with next 6 weeks. Like, I get giddy, and I need some feedback. I need people to talk to me about it, because my missus don't give monkeys. See you later.